Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, we are Brad Keselowski days away from the 2026 Daytona 500. Quick, that's 6. We are 6 days away. We are almost one hand away. We started at 104. We've counted out every single car number and profiled every single car number. We have 6 and 06 today. Tomorrow, 5 and 05, and on down to 0 and 00 the morning of the 500. Also, the morning of the 500, we will have a bold and not so bold predictions for the 2026 season. I actually dropped one of those on TMB this morning. They had bold prediction Monday, and my bold prediction for 2026 was all 3 2311 cars will win races, 3 full-time cars, and all 3 will be top 20 in points. So yeah, that's going to be one of the bold predictions. So definitely take a look at the rest of those. One of the not so bold predictions might be like, Kyle Larson wins 5 races. That's not really that bold. Maybe Ryan Preece goes winless. That's a bold prediction. Hopefully that's not so bold either, because I hope it happens. I'm not counting the Clash. Point races. All right, we are 6 days away. We're going to profile car number 6, Mr. Brad Keselowski himself right now. 1,906 times that number 6 has been on track. 84 wins, 468 top 5s, 765 top 10s, 79 poles. First race, July 10th, 1949. Last race, November 2nd, 2025. 110 different drivers that drive that number 6. 13 different winners. It's been a Ford 1,332 times. Obviously, it's been with Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing since 1987, I believe it was. 88, something like that, when Mark Martin started driving for Jack. 307 times it was a Dodge. 120 Pontiac. Obviously, those are prior to that, because it's only been a 4 since it's been with Roush Racing. Chevrolet 115, Buick 64, Oldsmobile 27, Plymouth 23, Mercury 6, and Lincoln 4. Obviously, Mark Martin's led the way. Matter of fact, the first 4 of the first 5, or 5 of the first 6, were all with Roush Racing. Mark Martin, 619 starts in the number 6, 35 wins, 230 top 5s, 361 top 10s, average finish of 12.7. Ooh, so close to a championship there in 1999. For those folks that don't know, in 1999, Mark Martin was penalized at the second race of the year, Richmond, for a manifold that was bolted and not welded. It didn't change anything with the way the car ran. It was optional from what I understand. I don't know all the inner working details of it. He ended up being penalized 40 points for it and lost the championship by 25 points. So that penalty in race 2 of 29 cost him the championship. So when we look at the non-playoffs versus chase kind of deal, with a non-playoff, that's the kind of thing that can happen. You get penalized in race 2, and unfortunately you're not going to know it till 27 races later. There goes your championship. If we would have had a chase back then, or a playoffs, that format, there was that one reset, and that would help Mark that year. But unfortunately, that was prior to all that, and unfortunately he did lose the championship. Obviously a Hall of Fame driver. David Reagan, 180 starts, 1 win, 12 top 5s, 30 top 10s, average finish at 21.0. David Pearson, the Silver Fox, 165 starts, 27 wins, 79 top 5s, 111 top 10s, average finish of 9.0. Brad Keselowski, obviously with Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, 144 starts, 1 win, 23 top 5s, 49 top 10s, average finish of 16.9. Hopefully Brad can get a few more wins before he does hang the helmet up. Trevor Bayne, it was also with Roush Fenway Racing, 129 starts, 4 top 5s, 13 top 10s, average finish of 22.1. Ryan Newman, 105 starts in that number 6, 5 top 5s, 21 top 10s, average finish of 19.0. Cotton Owens, 103 starts, 6 wins, 39 top 5s, 55 top 10s, average finish of 12.4. Marshall Teague, 23 starts, 7 wins, 9 top 5s, 11 top 10s, average finish of 16.1. On the Xfinity side, 1,037 starts among 47 drivers, 36 wins, 197 top 10s, 390 top 10s. First race was February 20th, 1982. Last race was June 29, 2024. Tommy Houston leads the way with 388 starts in that number 6, 23 wins, 111 top 10s, average finish of 111 top 5s, 181 top 10s, average finish of 15.0. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., that was for Roush Fenway Racing, 99 starts, 8 wins, 38 top 5s, 60 top 10s, average finish of 11.7. David Reagan, also for Roush Fenway Racing, 90 starts, 2 wins, 16 top 5s, 45 top 10s, average finish of 15.0. Bubba Wallace, he drove the 6 for Roush Fenway in the Xfinity Series, 78 starts, 6 top 5s, 30 top 10s, average finish of 13.7. He was like 5th or 6th in points and unfortunately lost the sponsorship, and they had to close the doors on that team. He had a real shot that year of running well in the Xfinity Series and possibly running for a championship, but unfortunately, sponsorship, and they ended up closing the doors. He actually went and drove relief for Eric Almirola in the 43 Richard Petty motorsports car, and you can say the rest is history because he ran multiple years there with Petty Enterprises in that 43, and then got the ride with 2311. Joe Bessie, 71 starts, 1 win, 2 top 5s, 9 top 10s, average finish of 24.9. And then Trevor Bain, also with Roush Fenway Racing, 66 starts, 1 win, 12 top 5s, 42 top 10s, average finish of 11.4. On the truck side, 491 starts for the number 6, 45 different drivers, 7 different drivers won 18 races, 77 top 5s, 162 top 10s. Norm Binney has the most starts at 129, average finish at 26.9. Rick Corelli, he was there from the beginning of the Truck Series. Winston West driver who came over to the Truck Series. 105 starts in that number 6 Craftsman truck, 3 wins, 19 top 5s, 51 top 10s, average finish of 13.1. Cole Braun, this was actually for RFK, 50 starts, 1 win, 12 top 5s, 22 top 10s, average finish of 14.7. Yeah, back in the day, teams like Roush Fenway Racing, Richard Childress, Earnhardt Incorporated, Hendrick Motorsports, they had trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. If you look back at some of the truck stuff, Ron Hornaday drove for DI, Mike Skinner drove for Richard Childress, you had Jack Sprague driving for Hendrick. That's how Kurt and Kyle Busch both got their start. Greg Biffle driving the truck for Roush Fenway Racing and on Xfinity and on up to Cup. James Lofton, 44 starts in the number 6 truck, 1 win, 6 top 5s, 18 top 10s, average finish of 13.4. Travis Kvapil, 25 starts, 4 wins, 8 top 5s, 12 top 10s, average finish of 10.4. And then Mark Martin, he has some truck wins, 14 races, 6 wins in the number 6 Craftsman truck, 11 top 5s, 12 top 10s, average finish of 5.6. That makes Mark Martin one of 42 drivers to win in all 3 of NASCAR's National Series, the Craftsman Truck Series, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and the NASCAR Cup Series. Only Greg Biffle and Austin Dillon and Johnny Benson Jr. won championships in 2 of the 3. No one has ever won a championship in all 3. I know, actually, Kyle Busch as well. He won a Cup and Xfinity, never won truck. Biffle and Austin Dillon and Johnny Benson Jr. each won truck and Xfinity and not Cup. All right, we are 6 days away from the 2026 NASCAR Cup Season Daytona 500. Wednesday is practice in the morning, qualifying at night. Thursday is the duels. Friday is the Truck Series. Saturday is the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Sunday is the Great American Race. And we'll conclude the countdown. Obviously, Sunday morning we'll have the 0 and double 0, and then the bold and not so bold predictions for the 2026 season. So still working on those. One of the bold predictions, like I said earlier, I dropped on TMD this morning, so we're going to go ahead and add that to the list as well and see how accurate we are. But one thing about having 6 days away, we have the 06 that we need to profile as well. So stay tuned for that. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.